I mean, not with that attitude, Summer. Oh, hello. Apparently I set the webcam up at some point. Nope, this is not meant to be a webcam stream. Excuse me, excuse me. It was accidentally in my face. That wasn't meant to happen. Not sure why that was on, actually. Like, if I'm checking myself out in the webcam or something, like I'm about to join a video call or something, I generally don't use OBS to do it. Why I had that turned on, I have no idea, but yes, face removed riot. I'll remove your face. How are we all doing? You may have clipped it, yeah. I would not expect anything less. This is what DD is known for. Not that she is one-dimensional, but yeah. Reminds me, do I don't think I'm set up to allow links in the chat, and I think that will probably cover clips as well. At least it makes you easy to predict, I suppose. Decaf Jedi, thank you very much for the follow. That felt a little loud in my head, but I didn't catch the audio ticker thing levels. I didn't catch the audio level to see if it was too much. Excuse me. If it was in the red, as it were. But perhaps it was. Perhaps it was not. So, yeah, I got a shiny new thing. And it is actually genuinely quite shiny. It's a nice metal box for me to plug Scart things into and have HDMI come out. Which is kind of a cheap way of doing the capture, considering that seems to be the only way I'm doing it. I convert things to HDMI and then put them into the HDMI capture thing. No, it's not the open source scan converter. Those looked way too expensive. Which, you know, maybe one day if the quality turns out to be not enough for me. As it stands, thanks to the advice of, who was it? I know it was Pickle Dog and I think NATO. NATO, not the other NATO. They directed me towards some, you know, cheap hardware that would do the job. And for the 20 quid or so I spent, yeah, it's doing damn well. Can I link the one I got? Yeah, I'll see if I can look it up. Just the HDMI capture or the Scart capture? I could do both, I suppose. And because I'm one of those bitches, it will be an Amazon link, I'm afraid. So, yeah. But you know, I'll at least tell you what it is. You don't necessarily have to get it from there. Were you part of that conversation as well, Kiki? I honestly can't remember. It's been more than about 4 hours, so my memory is not to be trusted. Also, I've not said hello to anyone. Summer, hello. Nevik, hello. Decaf Jedi, hello. Didi, hello. Kigarami, hello. Oh, you were part of it. Oh, jeez. Sorry. My brain goes team mince after a while. Okay, so we have the... Oh, God, that's a long link. That can't be right. A share up button on this page that'll make it a smaller link, because that is too big a link. And also, I think it's the one for you ordered this once, specifically you, as opposed to this is what everybody else sees on the Amazon store. Gosh dang it. Come on. I'd be very surprised if that was not an option. Oh, here it is. Share via email. What fucking year is this? Share via Twitter will actually just get me the link for it. Yep, there we go. Got there in the end. A lot of emote spam. These are good emotes. I feel fucking terrible about mine all of a sudden. Right, so that was the Scart converter. Still, I don't like this. I'm clicking the share to Twitter button and then just copying the URL out of it. It feels wrong. I'm starting to think I should just have all this stuff in my whatchamacallit, the about page. I've got a whole section on my PC hardware, so why would I not have stuff for my capture as well? There we go. I finally did it. I did that thing. Yay. Although, whilst there's a emote chat going on, I might as well shill for my own ones. Depression and elation. I cover both angles. Both ends of the long spectrum that is life, or no, that was going nowhere. I know it wasn't going anywhere, and I should have stopped. Here, have my depressed face as punishment for me, and elation for you. Okay, enough of that. You think I'd go into these things with a bit more of a plan, but no. Why would I do something like that? It's just terrible. No, Dee Dee, you're too kind. Hey, Vagabra, it is a nice sweater. It's partly woolly, and it is very comfy, cozy, and warm. What is this plan you speak of? Hey, gimmick infringement there. That's my line. Which you're absolutely free to use. It's okay. I have no ownership over it. Alright, so switch to the game screen, which is not looking like much at the moment. But there was something very important I think we all had to hear. Started this up. Blue screen. Did you plug your VCR in, mate? I can't get it to stop blinking 12. Blue screen of no signal. Business. Holy crap, why did that get loud? What's with this thing? Swear to God, it just decided to get louder. Not to mention that 989 intro was kind of struggling there. Yep, see who can guess which game it is first.
Burn it all. But what about the serum? Leave nothing. Now I will
Serum?
show how I deal with it for finish him.
With pleasure.
I swear to God, I turned this thing down and it just goes right the fuck back up but of its own accord.
Over there.
Got a rebound echo. How the hell did that happen? Yeah, as far as I know, plugging in my headphones should turn my speakers off. I think that's still the case. Oh, hang on.
Leon, you find anything?
The place is torched. I don't know what they were growing, but it wasn't narcotics.
Romer knew we were coming.
So what's our next move?
We watch for the next viral.
Okay, is it still echoing now?
We won't have to wait long.
Logan's report was clear enough.
I want two additional teams assigned to this. Find Romer.
I understand.
Still
Logan
echoing.
is my
Okay.
best agent. What do you want to do? Nothing.
How about now?
We will wait and see what he can discover.
Because I don't think this was a problem the last time I was trying to capture something. Or could it literally be because my headphones are too close to the microphone? Oh no, it went perfecto. Okay.
This man is still alive.
How is that
Now I know the difference between monitor
not.
only and monitor and output. I guess. Also, I have no idea what's going on in the story of this because I was too distracted. It's a lot of traveling around because, you know, first there was a jungle and then there was a snow bit, and kind of spoilers, but we're going to start in an urban environment. It's a bit bizarre. Just to confirm if you can actually hear the audio. Because, you know, technically that would fix the echo, but I'm hoping for more, you know? Welcome to Matrix bootleg DVD menu. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit too blue for that. Just ruined the whole game, thanks, Icky. I know. That's what I do. Press button. You press the fucking button. Coming in here, giving me orders. Well, I'm gonna press the button, but it's only because I want to.
Intelligence within the FBI was not clear, but Romer's men are already inside the subway.
Is it the same virus?
Washington,
Yes,
D.C., that's
enough to
topical.
eliminate
Oh,
everyone
God.
within 100 miles
I keep
or
managing
more.
to do this accidentally.
procedure?
Standard intercept and eliminate. These are from our contact inside Interpol. Jenkins' team is already
The first
on search and
pandemics, then
you are the trigger.
I recognize.
I think this is
Anton
literally
Turdu and Mara
terrorists
Aronov.
in
Who's
Washington.
the other one?
Pavel Kravitz.
Oh,
Romer's communications
I feel
expert.
daft now.
When you eliminate him, you'll also have to destroy his comm uplink.
I mean, it's not going to look anything like Washington if that's any help. One, we're not going to go to any recognizable monuments, and two, even if we were, they wouldn't be recognizable anyway because this is PlayStation graphics. Result can wonder, keep playing games with lighthouses accidentally. We all have our thing. It just keeps happening. Our intelligence was not clear. Yes, it wasn't clear. It also wasn't intelligence by the look of things. Alright, charge! What I want to know is, what was going on that put him in environmental suit? Environmental. He's warped now. We're hunting for a half-naked man. No, we are not. Thankfully. Unless this somehow got some DLC that I don't know about, and somehow gained the ability to get DLC. Something's still shooting, and there he is. Pew 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 pew. One of those magical silencers that Hollywood loves. Icky, can you not? Can I not what? What have I done? Guys, I think you also know the answer to that is no. I can't not. Oh, there they are. Is that more of them coming over the wall? I thought we were done with them. Stop being topical. I try. But no. No, I can't. And now I have to go full Glasgow because Nevik Link redeemed it. What is the retro that we are partaking in? It is Syphon Filter for the PlayStation, and I do not remember the controls being this laggy. That is something. Thank you for the hydrate, DD. Oh, sorry, I was in full Glasgow. Cheers for the hydrate and all that. Also, check this. You thought Metal Gear Solid 2 was impressive with their shootable bottles, but no. This game did it first. And did it worse, let's be honest, because it looks like this and the controls are laggy as fuck. Come on. One out. There you are. Alright, I'm not sure I like that because the reload button is the exact same as clamber over stuff button. Are you playing through the OBS input monitor? I am. It did not give me any problems with input lag when I tried this with what you call it? The Windows machine. Oh, flat jacket. If I remember correctly, that means... Oh, hello. You're gonna hot still, mate. That. Come on. There we go. He actually goes down in one hit, but because he had a flat jacket on, it did that. And these guys just have what, woolly vests that look like flat jackets, because it tell me one guy was wearing a flat jacket, and surely it would tell me all the ones that were wearing flat jackets, but apparently no. Apparently they had purely decorative flat jackets. Hey Pixie Cow, how you going? We're playing Syphon Filter. Third person, PlayStation, shooty bangs. Kind of looks like the type of game that would throw forced stealth at you at some point, but not encountered it yet. But this is stage 1, you know. Is that when you had stage 1 or stage 2 conversion? I'm not following what you mean, I'm afraid. Oh, important conversation, I assume.
Leon, Romer's men have locked down the subway entrance security gates.
You'll have to find the bypass switch. See if you can find a service elevator.
Right, although that does make me think. I need to test something out. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be much in the way of lag between me pressing a button and doing a thing. Yeah, we're just, yeah, it's not too ugly. I mean, with you blow up on a 4K monitor, I suppose it doesn't look its best. Then again, I'm that fucker that would blow it up with nearest neighbor scaling so that all the big sharp pixels are there. Looks great in 720. I don't actually remember what I've got it set to, because this Scart device will do 720 and 1080p. Oh. Okay, so supposedly that's on 1080p capture right now. I don't see any difference between 720 and 1080p capture, if I'm being quite honest. The outside area feels like outside. Is this you still critiquing the graphics? Because otherwise that's just an odd phrase. Also, am I not streaming in 1080? I don't particularly mind either way, it's just I thought I had set it to 1080. Yes I am. Alright, okay. Hello, His Cursedness. Yeah, you have redeemed pronounce a word. Just flip it to N620. Again, you seem to know far more about this than I do, because you come in with the smart words, and I just inherently trust that you're saying the right thing. Mostly based on history, because you've demonstrated a lot of this knowledge before, and got me to this point. Oh right, N620 now means 720. If we could all remember that. So I'm just going to try a wee experiment here, and I'll speak up a bit, and hopefully the microphone will still catch me. Well, I could just look at the levels in OBS and find that out. Yes, I'm still being caught. Okay, so this is supposedly the output, the capture outputting at 1080. This is the start to HDMI one. So if we switch to 720, oh, it's caught up. That doesn't look different to me. Hey, what? Try it with some text on the screen. Tell the difference. So, ready? 1. Doesn't it look that much different to me? And I'm not sure that 720p will actually... excuse me. I don't know if it's the same deal as my VGA capture where... Not my VGA capture, my HDMI, where it'll do 720 60 or 1080 30. So 720 at 60 frames a second and 1080 at 30 frames a second. I don't know if it's one of those deals or not, because I ordered this more than 4 hours ago and I can't remember shit. Yeah, it does. It's not just me then, it does look about the same. Now, granted, you're seeing this going through an HDMI capture and then going through the internet, but just this on its own going straight into a monitor earlier, it did not seem... Oh fuck, they're on the roof. That's cheating. Yeah, trying it earlier, that was... Oh, nope, sorry, there's a sin going on. Something I need to double check. Roller. Invert aim. No. No. I have vibration on though, that's fine. But yeah, trying this earlier, straight into a monitor, did not look like there was any difference between 720 and 1080p. Whee! Didn't you go? Clashing period textures, perfect. I mean, that's the city, isn't it? It did. Ah, there we go. Hey Brioche, how you doing? And yep, correct, Syphon Filter. Oh, I have a taser. I unfortunately will need to try this out. Because I'm a sadist, apparently. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, fuck. Oh, for fuck. Fireworks. We need a way to stream vibrations. Do we, though? And how would that possibly work? Okay, there might be something I need to apologize for in a minute, but science must know. Was that just a smoke effect or no? It's one of those tasers. One of those tasers that sets people on fire. You know those ones. I mean, why is that an option? I'm not sure the first thing I would think of when dealing with a taser is, you know, is that cunt going to catch fire? It's definitely not my first thought. So I'm wondering how somebody else's head arrived at that place. Obviously the fire in this game is a one-hit kill. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? I mean, look at that backpack. There's no way he's getting that off in under 10 minutes. Maybe he had a pacemaker and the taser made it explode. Maybe. I should have asked him, but, you know, he's dead and on fire. Oh, actually, no, he's disappeared entirely. I love how he just no-sells walking through that glass pane. Totally normal one. Do. Those brick textures. Well, let's make it worse. Look at that affine texture rendering. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, mate, there was a couple of corpses there. Like, there's one guy who looked like he burned to death before I got here. Not what? Look, I realise I'm talking about corpses. It's a bad thing. I get that, but this is meant to be your job, okay? You'll be a professional here. Now, that guy that burned up that I definitely had nothing to do with. Did you guys haul that corpse away, or look? I saw you trying to get away. You're not getting out of this conversation. Ah, useless people. Once broke the door of a tech shop with my head. Ooh. Did you win out of that exchange? Much winning as there is to do in that situation. It's a good question as to why there's a guy in hazmat gear. You know what? Maybe there is a biological agent involved. It's been too long that I can't quite remember. And very good point. If they have hazmat gear, why don't I have hazmat gear? Fortunately, it wasn't. You weren't charged for a broken door, so that's a win. Definitely. I wonder if I can hit him from here. Okay, I should reword that. I wonder if it's possible to hit him from here. The likelihood of me pulling it off is next to 0. Fortunately, I'm going to try anyway. Wait. Bloody hell. I did not expect to pull that off. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Daka-daka-daka. And ba-doom! Oh, he go fly. Curious as to why the reload button does anything on the shotgun. Because it's apparently just this giant long string of shotgun shells leading into the shotgun just off screen. There's everything else. You've got clips, right? So fire some rounds, reload your gun. If you press the reload button on the shotgun, it does the click click. Just for something to do, apparently. Okay, why is the action music going on when there's nobody here?
Leon.
You wear a hat so your head was fine, although it was still unpleasant. I can imagine, yeah. But yeah, small mercy. Because it's pretty easy to break skin on the head and it bleeds like crazy. Plot is about a super virus that can kill specific people and or ethnic groups. Yikes. It is a Doom shotgun. Just infinite string of shotgun shells off screen. Kigarami redeemed posture check, so I will sit the heck up. I still instinctively press reload after shooting, even though I don't need to. Stanley Parable level design. As in backtracking or looping in on itself, because I wouldn't say that's beyond the capabilities of the PlayStation, but like they barely managed to do streaming geometry on one game. Like, as far as I know, what you call it, Legacy of Kain's Soul Reaver was the only one to do it. Probably the only one that publicized it, to be honest, because something like Driver 2, which was essentially open world 3D GTA type thing, with a little less to do in the gameplay department. And it did that before GTA 3 came out. I have Driver 2 actually. I could potentially show that off, ignoring the fact that I'm absolutely gash at it. Oh, as in long pointless corridors. I see. Buzz, 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 buzz. See, it looked like he was on fire already, but it was just... Oh, for... I thought that was me. I thought that was me again. In practically the same spot. But no, I dodged the fire. You like how I did that? Just, okay. The terrorists have taken this building. Need to make a nice, stealthy entrance. Or that. Box. Trying to get around to one of these things. I've got the turning circle of the QE2. Which, for those of you who don't know, is a giant ass boat. Needs doors. Exactly. Nobody needs doors. That said, I am looking into replacing my regular garage door with side hinge ones. Which is a task in itself because it took me about an hour to get to the point where I understood that they were called side hinge doors. There's lots of frantic Google searching before that going, what the fuck do you call these things? So just like a regular person door in what you call it, in a garage door. Because I'm not driving a car in there.
All clear, Dave.
There's a big dot of wood at the bottom of the garage door frame that I would need to drive over, and plus I think that garage was made for smaller cars. Considering the house itself was built in the 80s, then that's not how you say garage. No, that's not how you say garage. Oh, I found a box. Suppose I have a... I can make some light, but probably shouldn't do it with the shotgun. Or the grenades. And that's not quite hoping for. Okay, it's a nice bit of realism that there's barely any muzzle flash off the silencer, because I believe that... Well, it'll depend on the silencer itself, I guess. Because suppressing the sound and suppressing the muzzle flash are two different things. Can't get them both in one discrete package. And of course, more people have shown up. Of course they have. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. I had the controls inverted for two. Then I exploded. Well, okay. Let's see. Wow, what the fuck am I doing? I mean, I'm in no hurry, clearly. And neither was he. Took the shot, laid down for a second, and I was just like, now I'll die. Just wanted to make sure everybody was watching him for his big death scene. He doesn't get any lines, so that's the only way he's gonna make his... Well, he'll make the same paycheck either way, I suppose. But, you know, this is what gets him recognised. Maybe a big casting agent will spot that. Okay. So, some fucks up there. I'd zoom in. Okay, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Now I have to switch to something else because I'm out of ammo. Yeah, I'll just let him do it. Way easier. So yeah, as I was saying, I would quite like easier access to my garage because it's a useful storage space. It also has a nice big workbench at the back with a stool and everything, which I feel really bad because I've got no use for it. Like, I can't think of a single thing that I would do with that space. Another one up there. You know, I appreciate the option this game giving me is I don't have to aim up there necessarily. It is an option, and that's pretty cool in itself. 3D was still new to everybody back then, so you had to kind of figure things out as you went. I have no idea who's shooting at me now. No. Ah. Hello? Hello? What's this? It's an intruder! I'm gonna shoot the terrorists! So yes, that was terrible. My terrible uwu. Feel free to request it again. What do you think about the new indie? I have not seen this thing. That part of that Lucasfilm announcement. I caught that, but I didn't investigate any further for some reason. I mean, you'd think it'd be in my wheelhouse, but apparently not. Ridley's virus is spreading. You're gonna have to be more specific. I presume you're talking about the Uwu, but well, really that could be anything. Ridley, if you're watching this, I apologize. You are a good, and I'm appreciate. Wait, what are you doing all the way back there? This is illegal. That was double illegal. That was my incredibly... Oh, okay, he's not dead. I thought he was dead for a second. Ah, oh, yes. I'm sorry, my voice does not go high enough to justify any kind of ooh, I think. I'd say other M, but that was your fault, Bree, and it was, may I say, inspired. Like, my attempt was just to make Ridley follow the Geneva Convention. It pales in comparison. But, you know, I'm so proud of it. Not that he'll ever admit it while he's around. Well, it seems safe at the moment. Although it'd be a terrible shame if somebody clipped that and presented it as evidence for later. Shame that would be. Maybe, just maybe, I will actually look at my objectives to find out what I'm meant to do. Eliminate Kravitz. Maybe I've got a thing to do in here. Because I'm pretty sure I've eliminated Kravitz. Been made by the same people who made the new Wolfenstein games. Very interesting. Especially considering those people really looked like they were gearing up to do a trilogy of those games. Or maybe they've capped it off with, what do you call it? The spin-off with the daughters. There we go.
Ravage destroyed the comm equipment, but I don't see your uplink dish.
I'll trace it.
Hey, speak up, mate. Your comms are going weird. Like, I think the noise suppression is kicking in, so just speak up a bit, okay? It's kind of a noisy environment, you know, with the everything on fire and every gun firing at once. Also, Pixie, I presume by indie game you mean Indiana Jones. It's the combination of indie and machine games, I think it is. That is intriguing. We'd have a look at what that turned out like. Turn off power to terminal security doors. So yes, that's confirmed. Definitely interesting. I can't imagine what shape that would take, but I definitely want to find out. Okay, you're running now, so you're going to do a thing, right? No, you just decided this corner was better than the other corner. Cool. I look forward to your blog post on the subject. You know what? Whatever's in here, nothing a grenade won't take care of. Hey, found the grenades quick enough. Oh, if you hold it down, you can actually... No, you can't. Oh, those buttons, right. Oh, you're kidding me. But a goddamn flashlight this whole time. And a fat lot of use it does me in this room. Okay, just making sure I've finished all my thoughts here. Machine Games making a new indie game. I want to find out what form that takes. Mostly because I can't imagine what it is myself. Oh no, this is the best corner. Right, well, you know what? For that, when that blog post is finally done... Let me try that sentence again. When that blog post is finally done, like, I'm just pouring myself a pot of tea. I know I'm going to have to consume all that in one go. Just sit and absorb it. Started the internets once again. Bleh. Is it not behaving recently? Well, that does remind me, I saw there was a device on my Wi-Fi network, and you know, not only is it called unknown, which is a bad sign in itself, but I have no idea what it is. So the name is accurate, if nothing else. But yeah, I kicked that off just to see if anything broke, because I genuinely can't think what it is. Everything else was labelled quite clearly so. Open! Well, only one possible way out of this situation. Throw another grenade by the time it... Oh, I can throw grenades through the gate. I did not expect that from PS1 technology. Well, that was fun. Okay. I honestly remember that being better. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, the box is over here. Ugh. So I'll move on to something else. It's the other him module. Oh no. I never asked for this. Ugh. So, for those of you who missed it the first time, you'll get that lovely boot up noise again. All rise. Why did you yeet the MI6 surveillance van? It knows what it did. PS1, as I later learned, were... Oh, the Harry Potter games were on PC, and then you learned the PS1s were worse. It does tend to be like that, although at this point, this is when PC and console, I think, started converging into much more similar entities. How about an LSD stream? I've never tried that, actually. And I could leave it ambiguous as to whether I'm talking about the hallucinogenic or the game, but it's actually true in both cases. Used to love HP, I had terrible taste. Well, I think it's safe to say a lot of people were unaware for quite a long time that, what's the polite way of saying that J.K. Rowling is a fucking turf? Oh right, we don't need a polite way of saying that because she's a fucking turf. PS1 game said cross button instead of X, turns out cross is correct. Yeah, they do like it to be referred to as cross, don't they? I've just realised that's probably going to get me a copyright strike, but... Oh well, done now. Harry Potter is fine even if the offer might not necessarily be nice. I mean, that's putting it fucking mildly. Frankly, death of the offer to me is a nice idea. I find it very hard to put into practice. But if I'm watching something made by someone who I know is terrible, it's very hard for me to put that out of my mind. Some people can do it, and they do it without actually supporting the terrible person. That's fine. Still like it, it's a valid response. Just don't be surprised if you're asked to justify it at some point. A lot of offers are shites. Well, a lot of people are shites, unfortunately. It is a recurring thing. Is this the same 007 game that was on N64? Basically, I think there's some differences. When Rowling's no longer making money and using that to strip people like you of your rights, you'll agree. Very fair. Make Indiana Jones on the Fallout engine. Nevik, nothing should be made on the Fallout engine. They've been iterating on that since Morrowind. That's 20 years. It's just let it die. You liked HP before JK was on Twitter, that's your excuse. Well, like I said, a lot of us did not know. I imagine very few of us knew just the extent of her turfness. So much easier when the horrible person offer is dead, then no money goes to them. Well, hopefully their estate is also not terrible people.
The shares was paid £3 million for a stolen report.
Oh, you are not Dame Judi Dench, are you?
Before he got killed.
Or are
We
you?
want to know who was responsible for his death. The shares made
I'm not sure.
meeting you directly. If this occurs, evade the security system and track him down. His office is on the penthouse floor. When
Your
you
excuse
find
is
the
I read
shares,
fan
get the
fiction
name
and
of
no
the
money
person who
is
killed our
being made
agent.
there,
Retrieve
and
the
I don't
£3
give two
million
shits
and
what
stick
she's
with the
doing. I ain't
money.
giving her money.
Good luck, 007.
All fair. Make you feel used. Add permitted term she shits. Oh, Automod, what are you?
To help you defeat the metal detectors, I'm
Okay,
providing
that's
you with a very
definitely
low
John
frequency
Cleese.
disruptor. When
That probably
activated, all
was Dame
metals
Judi
within a
Dench.
5-foot radius become undetectable.
Probably,
For
right?
urgent situations, I'm giving you a flashbang disguised as a small flashlight.
Flashbang?
This device.
James, do take care of yourself. And remember to bring me back a souvenir from the trip.
Right. Thank you for the advice. You could have done more, that's all I'm going to say. John Cleese, yes. Judi Dench, no. Just looked it up. I kind of thought they would have everybody on board if one of them was, but I suppose that's not necessarily accurate. I mean, Star Trek Voyager Elite Force had everybody doing voice acting except Jerry Ryan, who played 7 of 9. Had to have her back in with either the expansion or a patch or both. One of those. Orson Scott Card, for example, is a massive homophobe. Not only a massive homophobe, but he donates to homophobic causes. Advice: bring souvenir, or you will regret it. Yes, because GoldenEye popularized this. Every Bond game has to do it. Circle to open doors. Select to read an incoming MI6 message. Thank you. I think I got that second one down pat. Use cross, not X, cross, to use current weapon or gadget, and square and triangle to cycle through. Okay, so.
May I help you?
I'm here to see Lachaise. The name's Bond. James Bond.
These loading graphics, oof. Yeah, they really loved that back then, didn't they? Just a big ass 24-bit picture and a cheap ass loading bar. Yeah, like this area here is very different from what do you call it, the N64 version. I think these textures might actually be more detailed. Not as big and not as, I think, geometrically complex. Also, I've just realised DualShock here. Maybe, oh my god, did they not even acknowledge the existence of the DualShock? Come the hell on, this is a first-person game. Still can't say X because fuck you, Sony. Fair. Which games were on Motorola phones? Bond games? Ah, damn it. So the left analog stick does work, but basically as a digital D-pad. So, oh no. So you can only move at one singular speed. You can turn by degrees. Which is interesting. Hello, friend. Ain't actually that bad looking for PS1. Especially considering that all of its 3D was done with integer math, hence why this guy looks like he's weirdly shivering. Siemens had a warehouse puzzle. Nokia had Snake and a horizontal shooter. Do you remember what the horizontal shooter was called? Because I do mind that. And I mind Snake, obviously, because, you know, as a culture you're not allowed to forget about that. Solid investing considering how Motorola did later. Now, I know what's going to happen if I go through there. It's just going to set off the alarm, so... Try talking to you again. Hello? Please to acknowledge. So yeah, this... The overall plot is the same, because of course it is. It's based on the movie. But yeah, the two are differing already. Please. Oh no, there's a shooty bang. Please not to shooty bang. Nope, stop, stop it! You're being rude. And loud. These are a bad combination. That I wish you would not. Just chill, chill. It's okay. It's definitely not okay. In real life, the alarm would be triggered when you were behind the desk. And you would not be able to shut it off the way I just did. Oh, wow. Also, I'm gonna wonder what that bar in the top left was, because I assumed that was my health. The only games I ever bought for my Motorola V220 were Tetris and Doom RPG. Oh man, I did manage to get an emulator running with Doom RPG sometime before Christmas. You tased him and he didn't combust? Unrealistic! I know, right? I tased them for so long. Synchronized hips on those guards. Yeah, that's a common thing. Cut down on how much animation you have to do at once. Just make them all do the same thing. You obviously don't have the person exploding taser in this game. Well, if you were Q, would you trust Bond with that? I wouldn't.
May I help you?
I'm here to see Lachaise. The name's Bond. James Bond.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bond. He is currently unavailable. Perhaps you'd like to wait here for another representative?
You get a choice in what to do. Maybe.
Lobby security should be light, but be sure to activate your VLF.
Ah, that's what the VLF disruptor does. Yeah, because I don't look weird holding up a pen to the sky like I'm trying to summon lightning. Excellent. This hip's got their story straight.
Sorry,
are you accusing them of lying?
Is restricted to employees only.
But that area is restricted. Does it have a sign on this one? I can set off the alarm. I don't know how much use that's going to be. Help! Help, friends! This door's just painted on. Excellent. Why does Bond have a sonic screwdriver? I mean, if you could, you would, but again, if you're Q, would you trust Bond with a sonic screwdriver? So, yeah, I have to call it even on that one. It's interesting. I don't think... Yeah. So it's not doing the GoldenEye thing where you hit a button and then you get a reticule and move it around. Strafe, got a crouch, got a swapping. Start div select brings up the Motorola. They both bring up the Motorola. Brilliant. All Brits are issued with them on their 13th birthday. I mean, we don't like to talk about it because it kind of sounds like bragging, but yeah, secret's out. Hence why the Doctor has one in Doctor Who. Precisely. Of course, I mean, we just have to stop issuing them to the Doctor at some point because they lose them all the goddamn time. Yeah, so it's like a Pip-Boy. Exactly. Oh, okay. We're going hard now.
Now on a high security floor below the penthouse. Locate the elevator that will access the penthouse level.
Okay. We're gonna exercise that license to kill, I guess. Ooh. I do like that we can peek out from behind a corner. Even though I'm not putting it to very good use. Excuse me. Oh. Thatcher really cut the budget back for them though, so nobody has one like theirs these days. It's the real tragedy of Thatcher's Britain, right there. Great sonic screwdriver cull of 1970 has God damn it! Ah. I mean, I'm sure your analog sticks at the best of times, but when your 3D only does integer maths, it just makes things all the more difficult. Pip-Boy's probably based on the Motorola V70. Oh, you kidding? That thing must be rocking at least 3 Motorola 68000s. Oh. Ah, so we get the reticule with the gun. Just noticed that. Of course, we are operating under that old video game fallacy of you shoot out a camera and nobody seems to notice. Because a camera that's showing an empty corridor and a camera that's showing absolutely nothing but static, same thing, right? Oh, heck. I have to admit, the N64 version does get you to the action a little quicker than this. Although I will thank them for not making it a forced stealth section. Because otherwise that alarm button was just there for decoration rather than to, you know, turn off the alarms once some 8-year-old kid sets them off. 8-year-old? Actually, I don't know what the rating for this was. 15, but that's ELSPA, which is what we used before ESRB. And I didn't get a BBFC rating, so I don't even think that was legally binding. Sir, something's pointing a gun at this camera and... never mind, everything's fine now. And all those cameras are motorized because wide-angle lenses don't exist. Probably because the N64 lacked memory for these corridors. I mean, honestly, I think the N64 manages a larger singular level than this is managing right here. Because we've been through, what, 3 load screens now? I can't remember which one of these was more restricted in terms of memory.
Lachaise's personal guards are heavily armored. Stay.
That just means headshots, right? Oh. Someone's sneaking up behind me. It really sounds like... Oh, bollocks. Shit. That was incredibly easy. That part might be a problem, but, you know, the actual taking down of the heavily armoured guards, I'm not seeing it. Also, it sounded like I was getting electrocuted there rather than getting shot. It's not the alarm. Alarm thing, please. What kind of fucking tank shell rounds have I got in this thing if I'm taking down heavily armoured guards? Or did they mean heavily armed? I realised armoured and armed were sounding very similar there, which would not help my point at all. Excuse me. Nope, no leaking water cooler. 0 out of 10. Garbage game. Oh, hello. You're not very good at this job, are you, mate? You know what? Let's just see if we can move on. Yeah. Okay, so maybe I've accidentally picked up a key card and not realised it. Or maybe I just want to not hear the alarm for a second. Satchel charge flashbang. Interesting. Did I do that, or did the alarm just time out? Man, this sonic screwdriver is... it's working wonders. Heavily... man. As they all say, arg upon dying. They do... Stop. What the fuck is going on here? He was standing right there, I was standing right there. He wasn't moving a muscle. I was electrocuting thin air. What the fuck? Oh, you are not. You are not sending me all the way back to the beginning, are you? Maybe because the suit jackets are double-breasted. Ah, yes. It's like having a notebook in your breast pocket. It's just, you know, you can take a full sniper round with that thing. Man's too stoned to be stunned. Oh dear. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with this woman first. Fuck all y'all. We'll do this to make this go away. There we go. I think the analog stick was moving on its own for a second. Okay, do I actually have to talk to him before he'll move?
This area is restricted
Maybe.
to employees only.
Yeah, I think I'm getting a bit of drift with this analog stick, unfortunately. Ah, so I just walk a certain distance away and he gets bored. It's like, yeah, I've showed him. He won't be coming back anytime soon because I told him not to. That's the power of being polite. Yeah, we're going to try this in speedrun mode. Assuming there's a blind spot underneath. No, 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 no. Yeah, there's two paths to this, but one is quicker and has one less camera. This one, slightly more distance to shooting the camera. There we go. Oh, it only takes 2 shots. I thought it was 3. Thank you for the clip, Gemini. Either Twitch allows clip links through, or because you're a VIP, you're allowed to do it just regardless. Interesting. Sorry, this area is restricted to employees only. I have a pen! Well, there you go. You know when they talk about pen testing? It's something else. Yeah, this is my alternative to telling jokes. Do the opposite of tell jokes. VIP, I believe. Okay, well, today I learned. Right. So he's doing, but I feel like we might have got spotted. Yep. Fuck! Right, where am I going again? This way, right? Although this is the room I died in, so obviously with that I will have to take great care. Obviously, sticking to my tactical firing 3 shots when 2 will do. Don't tell me I have to go back to the last area to turn the bloody alarm off. Oh, now he takes free shots. Come, make up your mind, game. Swear to God, you're just alternating between the two. Oh, another here. Hello. Of course. There we go. Hello, friend. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's a big bugger. Geese your flask. Geese. Oh, fuck. Okay, the alarm just shuts off by itself after a while. I was kind of hoping that the thingy did it. The pen of wonders. Yep, that ain't it. Oh, I think I know what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to get fingerprints off this, aren't I? There we go. Size of that phone, though. So, does this mean... This was a cool little period for James Bond games, I will admit. Giving you a bunch of gadgets and various objectives to do. Just to remind you that the door closed behind you.
Was stolen from an MI6 agent who was killed for it. I want to know who killed him.
It's a terrible tragedy, but...
The nameless says...
Alright. But you'll have to protect me.
That's all it was. Did you just Vulcan nerve pinch him or what? Oh, I do remember this bit. Get out by walloping the window with a briefcase. Because why not? And also, it has already diverged from the what do you call it? The N64 version. Did we even achieve all the same objectives? I'm assuming this works the same way as the N64 one, where you got higher difficulty levels and they give you different and more objectives. If you recall in the film, he didn't shoot his way in and have a friendly conversation. You and I have very different definitions of friendly conversation. Right. I might as well have a wee cheeky save while we're at it. Do I wish to save on memory card slot 1? Well, I picked the fucking thing, didn't I? Okay. Well, quite like this intermission music. So it will do... Oh. But it won't hold if I don't have the HDMI capture on. Right, 1 second. Purely for the sake of keeping the music going. I'm gonna move it in here, but hide the actual visuals. What? Can you just... Okay, I have to hide it behind something, but I have to keep it... For some reason I have to keep the HDMI capture visible for it to make noise. Is that a setting in the thing? No, I don't know what's going on there. It was friendly considering he killed every single guard and broke into the locked room. Well, by James Bond standards, maybe. So I will be back shortly. Oh, hey Molly. It was sort of spies. I mean, for a spy, James Bond just seems to shoot a lot of people and dick a lot of women. I mean, I think his skills could be more refined, but maybe he's one of those maverick spies who gets the job done despite... Oh god. Unfortunately, you've caught me taking a momentary break. We're back in a few minutes. You can enjoy the intermission music in the meantime. Back in a moo. There we go. Get back into this in a minute. Just realised I've gone for a whole pack of biscuits since I last did the shop. It's not my record or anything, but something to keep an eye on. I don't have a biscuit quote. Oh. Well, saddening. There we go, biscuit ASMR for you. If the microphone picked any of that up, I've no idea. Alright, I figure we'll do one more mission of this, and then we'll try another game, because I want to test out a couple. Fair warning, we will be skipping the cutscenes, because they're basically clips from the movie.
A bomb has exploded at MI6 headquarters.
The FMV parts, anyway.
Sir Robert King as he was collecting the money you retrieved from Lachaise. The assassin is currently escaping by boat on the Thames.
Somebody blew up a building and stole a boat.
007, I have a new device for you, a grappling hook embedded in your watch. May come in handy if you need to make a quick getaway. I would offer my new fishing boat to help you out, but it's not quite finished yet. Looks as if you'll need to find some other means of transport.
Yeah, we're definitely finding a different boat other than the boat that you have. We're taking that boat.
This mission should be fairly easy for you, James. You've never seemed to have trouble catching women.
Phrasing. Have to skip that because I'll get a copyright claim more than likely. Because it's from the movie. Na, na, na. Why is Moneypenny here? I mean, she's employed for a reason. I have no idea what that reason is, but she is employed for a reason. Which I can only assume we're not shown in the movies. It's been a damn long while since I watched a James Bond movie. Now, how much do you want to bet you have to make it to the end of the stage before you can so much as interact with her? Not like the end in Metal Gear Solid 3 where you can snipe him about an hour early and skip a whole boss battle. Oh. Did not expect that to work. Oh, not fair, he's got an actual sniper rifle. It's cheating! Don't you know the rules of engagement? Okay, they're written on a napkin by me drunkenly in a pub and all they say is fuck you, but there are rules! Well, it's still nice that even this far back, we can in fact do circle strafing on a console. Come on. Get out of the way, I'm trying to kill that particular dude. And you. Like, you can wait your turn. Also, she is a secretary, yes, but when have you ever seen him in an office? Why does he need a secretary? Secretary. 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 I could be saying this for hours. It will not improve one bit. I thought she was M secretary. Like I say, it has been that long. I could not tell you either way. Now I will definitely have to... Oh, Jesus. Master size of this thing. It's taking up about maybe a whole eighth of the screen. Oh, they do blow up. Fuck this box in particular. Mainly because it gives me a frag grenade. Hello! I hate the ground next to you. That's my excuse for shooting at it. Ah! Hello. You know, Bond ain't got no time to jump over a very small barrel that he could genuinely just slip beside. I mean, fair play to the game. They're not putting a big ass invisible wall. You can move into it a little bit, but just not quite enough room to get past.
Hurry, James. She's not.
Who said that? The kitchen quest. How is the kitchen quest? It's a shotgun, so I don't think we're going to do incredibly well at this range. Okay, fair play. I was not expecting destructible scenery. I was also really hoping that that would, you know, persist beyond being shot, but no, still blocking my fire. That did. Whee! Hey, Kitchen Quest, how you doing? Alright, about to stream Heroes of Might and Magic 3, but back hurts from sitting. All that sitting down is hard work. I will not hear anything against... That was lucky. I will not hear people saying otherwise. Especially because then I'll have to figure out a new excuse. I'm doing well. Had a reasonably productive... Oh, bloody hell. Come on. There we go. 2 of them dealt with at least. Reasonably productive day at work, which, well, it's probably an insight into my psychological makeup, but it does make me feel better when I've had a productive day. Let's try a frag grenade, see what happens. That'll do. I don't know if this is genuinely saying I'm going to run out of time or what. I don't know if you heard that in the background. It's the voice going, "Hurry, James, she's something or other the fuck." I'm wondering if I am actually on a timer here, or if it just plays when you get to certain points.
Don't kill me!
Oh, I was meant to shoot that one. Oh shoot. Okay, I'm just gonna run. Just gonna run. Why did that bottle explode? What was in that bottle? I mean, personally, I think I need a mix between standing up and sitting down. But my main problems are situated in the neck, to be frank. Can you... There we go. I used the grappling hook watch. Haven't seen GoldenEye in a long time, and you still haven't. This is the world is not enough. Oh, I have to skip this because it's from the film and it'll be copyrighted. Yeah, I'll just see what stats we got here before I switch games. Well, never mind. I mean, they do play awfully similarly, one has to admit. Okay, so... Should have saved the game, but... Fuck it. I've got 2 choices here for... Actually, no, I've got a couple. I think... I want to go for this one. And... First person to guess which it is after the prerequisite. This, of course. First person to guess which game it is, then I don't know, you get an imaginary internet cookie. Oh no, tell me it was working before. What was working before? The saving, the GoldenEye, the... So confused. Also, hi Pickle Dog, how are you? Your prediction came true. No, it's not Tom Brie. Your prediction came true, Pickle Dog. I bought more capture hardware. You tried to warn me. And I didn't listen. And here I am now. Yeah, it's not Toy Story either. All the adapters. Resident Evil, you're getting warmer, but again, no. Also, that CD's in worse condition than I thought, because that was skipping. There we go, it's Jurassic Evil! The options I want to set, actually. I feel like there's something like, maybe there's a... we'll leave auto-targeting on, I'm fine with that. Anybody else just play around with this vibration option to... just to see if it was working, because normally you'd set it to on and it would give you a wee rumble just to... as if to reinforce your decision. Dino spoops. Be right back. Doggy feeding time. An important time. I wonder if I have Tomba lying around in some form. Can you guess what time period this game was made in?
The second report from Military Experiment Facility. Agent name, Tom.
I've successfully infiltrated under the guise of a researcher as planned.
Tom, you need a better secret agent name.
I've encountered no
you could have picked anything.
Secret development of new type weapons. But I have discovered there is an unexpected individual at this facility.
The physical copies of Tomba still go for like $50. Well, £50 you wrote, but quite possibly.
Dr. Kirk was alleged to have died in an
fun story, actually. I found, and I don't know why I didn't keep it, it was probably money reasons. I found a copy of Tombi, as it is over here, in Cash Converters, which is one of those kind of pawn shops. PAWN. And I got it for like £5 and then I sold it in GameStation for 20. This is before the price inflated. So yeah, that's what, a 200% profit, I say, before actually thinking about how to do maths. And then I went back a couple of weeks later and found another copy of it. I think I sold that one on privately though, because I realised I could get more than £20. Also, Brie, the copies of Tomba don't go for £50. Because I can see one at Buy It Now at the moment for 200. How could I? I did not know. And plus I was a poor student. And by a poor student I mean I did not have... well, I half didn't have the skill and half didn't have the willpower to get a decent job. The universe wanted me to play it and I said no. Actually, was it the first game or the sequel? I mean, this is going back a bit now, so I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, yeah, the CD's in a bit of a state, unfortunately. I'm kind of wondering if it's just an old copy or if bit rot is genuinely setting in. That was a depressing thing to hear about. If I've got the specifics correctly, like CDs are just prone to deteriorating like this. Right, they go to an island. That's it. That's what they're talking about. So, Kitchen Quest, you know how Resident Evil is like static camera angles and pre-rendered backdrops?
Okay,
This full 3D. Also, I'm gonna put some gamma on this. It's tiny bit dark.
Maybe this has been a wild night of partying for the guards.
Each of these options is... that's not it. That is not it at all. Correction, maybe?
Stay here, Junior. Leave the guards to me.
Bit better. Ew, aren't we fancy?
Hey, did you hear what he just called me?
Forget about it.
Yeah, this is the fun part about real hardware, because once you scale it up to this level, you're kind of replicating the look you would have gotten on an old CRT telly from the time. It has a weird kind of anti-aliasing effect. Turns out the plastic starts lighting stuff through unless you, I don't know, kept all your CDs in a moisture-controlled vault or something. Vault or something is what that actually said. And yeah, confession time. I did not do that thing. Yeah, it's not exactly practical. You're right, Pickle Dog. And he's off to look at a control room or some shit. So yeah, to go from Resident Evil to something like this was pretty damn nifty.
Let me guess. This is some of your handiwork, right?
Also makes me wonder why some of the camera angles in the cutscenes are so boring. I think you know more about this game from Sphere Hunter's retrospective than your own memories. I've played all the way through this one.
So who were they fighting?
I had a go at the second one. I pretend the third one doesn't exist. And I have no way to play the Gun Survivor light gun spin-off game in Dino Crisis universe.
Well, the hole is nice and clean. But I'd still say you could have done this.
Actually, Brie, how long is that retrospective and is it good? Because those kind of things are way up my alley at the moment.
Continue to sweep the area.
Oh, by the way, if you haven't caught the plot, there's scientists on this island somewhere, and we found a big pool of blood. We're not all that confident about finding the scientists, and I am actually going to turn that gamma up a little bit more. Not exactly accurate, but let's not overdo it. OBS, behave. Why are you putting 2 zeros in? Why are you putting zeros in at all? Stop it. Stop it, you bastard. There we go, that might be a bit clearer. I don't know how to store, it's fine. It's good, let you double check. 30 minutes, that's less than I expected. Is that just for this game alone, or is that for the entire series? Acquire Time Crisis. I have the Time Crises. I think I've got 1 to 3, including the PS1 spin-off, but I would have to play them with a controller. I don't have the necessary CRT television. I may not be fully understanding the problem, but I can't help but feel there must be a way around the whole problem of how light guns work. Unless, of course, it basically requires you to have a TV that updates more than 60 times a second. In which case, yeah, but we're not finding a TFT solution to that problem. The refresh, yeah, dang it. I kind of thought, can't you just, render the pictures slowly, but still faster than the human eye can see? But no. Fair. Still, it would be cool to see that. I haven't seen Time Crisis since it was in the arcades. Oh man, I need to double check my local bowling alley. This, at the last count, and this is going back a fair few years,
Rick can handle the inside of the facility on his own.
they still had a Time Crisis 2 machine. A 2-player one, no less. Oh, my wrist is beeping. We're back to Pip Boys again. What is it tonight? Oh, it's a retro review of the first game, not a retrospective. If you like it, I trust your opinion. Here, Hunter. Mind for later?
Same here.
As long as that's the situation, there's not a lot I can do. Why don't you see if you can gain
play it on stream accidentally. Yep, there we go.
I'm on it.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing here?
I caught the last part of your conversation.
By the way, I found a key.
Man.
Let's head outside.
Yeah, of course the man has to have the key. How would he assert his dominance otherwise with his giant-ass gun and his macho attitude and he's getting eaten by a dinosaur? Spoilers. I actually can't remember if he survives or not, but dinosaurs are going to show up. That's my point. I don't actually remember which way I'm meant to go. I think it's this way. Something over here? Another one of those games where the main character will look at stuff that's near them. But they also just kind of turn their head towards where you're turning them, so you kind of like, are they looking at something? But they're not. We're all doing great then, dinosaurs. It happens. It's like one of the core tenets of science. Tenets. Tenets. Tenets?
That's disgusting.
Tenets.
This guy's been eviscerated. Something tore his intestines straight out.
I could really come to that conclusion on my own. Don't really need the mansplaining.
Okay, let's move on.
So we're trying to do a perfectly normal science experiment that could help people take over the world. That's it. You've been used as a source of backup power. They are empty. Ah, one of those electricity barrels. Yeah, I know the ones. Oh, forgot to rob the corpse. I was not actually expecting him to have something. Yes. R2 for quick turnaround. But yeah, just a few improvements over Resident Evil there. 3D camera, everything's 3D, quick turn, and if you have your weapon out, you can move. No strafing yet. They wouldn't figure that one out until Resident Evil 5. Every turn, doggies fed. Excellent. And how are the doggies? Are they good dogs? Good puppies? Charger, if I set the battery in here, I can charge it. Is that a switch? Will you press it? Sure. Big doggies, as I recall. They're not tiny. I wouldn't go so far as to call them big. They are good goofs. Good goofy pups. Medium sized, yeah, that's fair. So I want red, blue, green, and white. Feel like I could have done this more efficiently. Oh no, 3 button presses, that's doing pretty good. That's fine. Base button. Dunk. Got a Foster now that's slightly smaller, but still not tiny. Oh my god. Is that 3 doggos now? Whole pack right there. 4? Oh god, I was missing one. I did not realize. Yay. Gemini's life goal is all the dogs. You joke, but you may not joke actually. You might not be joking. It's a good life goal because it means that some good dogs get good homes. Oh, there we go. For it. Oh my god, a hole. Dinosaurs, who would have thought? I think they showed too much of them there, but the introduction shot we're about to see, there we go. There we go. Look at this ferocious beast. Bye. Mind you, the soundtrack is getting a bit too Resident Evil DualShock edition. If anyone's heard that that interpretation. There is Elka. It. Clever girl. Nope. Greetings. Coming in here as well? No? No, I can't be bothered. Ah, I can only jump one fence a day. I have to do a long rest before I get the power back. Funny thing with the current foster though, my wife only brought her home to get her medicated baths. It's too cold to do it at the shelter, and the dog immediately decided to take a liking to me, so I was like, fine, you can stay for a while. Yay. For a moment I thought the raptor needed a boop. Maybe he did. Maybe that's the mistake we made this whole time. Hello, I see we're playing Hungry Hungry Dinos. Maybe. Oh, dang it. Pickle Dog beat me to the joke. I just hadn't read ahead.
This isn't a joke, you idiot. We were just attacked by a big-ass lizard.
Oh god, the reptilians are finally rising up! After thousands of years, they finally make their move for some reason. Why the hell would they do it now? Or maybe there was better cause to do it in 1999 or whenever this came out. You think I would look these things up, but in fact, I don't need to. I have the box right here. Yeah, if only I'd put my reading glasses on. Oh, yep, 1999 was correct. I know what will make women battle ready. Boob highlights! I think it's technically armor. But why she only needs it in the swimsuit region, I could not tell you. The future of the stabilizer. Nothing around here looks stable. Nips be sensitive. Protect the nipple! There's a reference two people will get. It's true, I'm wearing a tank and it's making me 300% more badass. Yeah, considering that's you, Bree, that's a dangerous level of badass. It's like weapons grade. Okay, I imagine one of these capture things is ruining the colours a little bit. Oh, there we go. I said to Brioche is redeemed Go Full Glasgow, and Go Full Glasgow I shall. Right, so we're up in the vents, which are even more spacious than your regular vents are. Am I badass? I thought I just punned in like bread. Well, you know, the two are mutually exclusive. I mean, how can you be the real-life embodiment of Samus Aran and no be badass? You know, answer that one. Oh, there's an item there. Should have grabbed that. Like, she is literally wearing a swimsuit, but body armor. Like, why those bits of her body? And no helmet. Badass bread, exactly.
Exactly happened to Gale? You said that he was attacked
Bread.
by a dinosaur?
Yes, it was pretty clear. I think I said it more than once, actually.
Still alive. Anyway, our first priority is to complete the mission.
What we ought to do.
Forgot I set up that Nightbot reply. Trying to remember which other ones there are. See. That should do something.
That's the security monitor for the underground area.
Oh, there we go. Go Within's just been bonked by Metroid.
So I take it that means power still hasn't been restored.
In the future, we will have split keyboards. I mean, we have them now. I'm pretty sure we had them at the time. I just didn't catch on. Need to play with Nightbot more. It's quite fun. Behold the small and toasty marshmallow, for he is a good. He is. That's Ted. He is the doggo of my pals. Have you had your appendix out? I tell you, once I'd done one of those things, it cascaded for there. We'll try to do one for pretty much every streamer with emotes that I know. He's a good and toasty marshmallow.
Yeah. Now what I want to know is where those things are coming from.
I mean, that's a good question. Because, you know, they're dinosaurs and we're knowing dinosaurs times. Dinosaur times? Dinosaurs time. Dinosaurs times. Nope, that's going too far. Okay, so I can't press any switches yet. Well, I can, it just won't do anything. My result has redeemed Hydrate and go full Glasgow. Well, I can't do both at the same time because I'll drown. So Hydrate first, and a posture check. Thank you very much for those. And we're gone full Glasgow. Management office. I would like to speak to the fucking manager here, by the way. Oh, looks like somebody's beat me to it. The big box, what you got? What? Keys it. There we go. Shotgun. Nice. But have I got any ammo for it? No, I don't. No bullets for the shotgun sounds wrong. I don't know why. I feel like it should be shells or buckshot or something. Oh, DDK discs. You're going to make my life complicated later. Seems to be in the cardboard box. A plug. Oh yeah, they open the emergency boxes, don't they? What the fuck are you? Switch, will you press it? Yes, I will. Turned on a computer. Employee education. Please inform the new employee assigned to this department about the DDK system as follows. The digital disk key, or DDK, is a system that secures our most important areas with an advanced locking device. To release the locks protected by the DDK, prepare and set the following 2 data disks at the locking device near the door. DDK code disk X, DDK input disk X. The type of the DDK you need is indicated by the door. A, B, etc. If the DDK type you use does not match, you cannot release the lock. Before operating the system, make sure that your DDK type matches the door you wish to unlock. I have no idea where that voice came from. Anyway, back to Go Full Glasgow. So I'm pretty sure we had at least 30 seconds on that left. Kigurami has pronounced... well, it says pronounce a word, but what is clearly written is Eldritch Runes, so I don't know how I could possibly pronounce that. Bitterpungs Metallverschreibung Verordnung. I was doing alright for a second there, but it got away from me. Speaking of getting away from something, I am not the king of segues. If I could somehow hear Foo's full Glasgow of waking every morning, it would make every morning fantastic. I feel like you're putting a lot more on that than is strictly necessary. Granted, there might be a bit of imposter syndrome in there, but I feel like it can't be that good. Or maybe it's just because I've grown up with it my whole life, so... The word that awakens the elder gods. No, I think that's microtransactions. What does that even mean? There's sometimes that I shouldn't turn off the filter, and sometimes it works out quite well. That one was the former, I think. Okay, not enough space in the memory card. Luckily, I have two. He says, assuming there's any space on the second memory card. No, there is not. So, no saving for us. Yay!
Regina, I took care of the shutter. You should be able to access the control panel now.
She seems to like checking her hair a lot.
Already? That was quick. Thanks.
Either that or she's voguing but doesn't want to let go of the gun. Because you obviously need two hands to vogue. Okay, let's run into a laser fence. That was fun. Wait. Hello. Oh god, I can't back away. Bloody laser fence. Bang. Bang. Bang! Don't you get what bang means? Oh, was that it? Yes. And am I bleeding? Because that's the thing that happens in this game. No, I'm not bleeding. Fantastic. The German word for anesthetic prescription. Huh. You do remember hearing a study that said Australians often pick Scottish as the best accent and Scottish pick Australian as the best accent. But your natural accent is rubbish. I mean, this is my natural accent and it's... You may have noticed, it's not full Glasgow. I did a couple of stints on either side of the country where the accents greatly differ. So mine has ended up kind of generic as a result, I think. Neither fully West Coast nor fully East Coast. Because I say East Coast and West Coast and everyone in America is going, God, that's some distance. But no, it's Scotland. Like, you're talking about the distance between Glasgow and Edinburgh, which is like an hour and a half's drive. So not quite so much. So, okay, when we find that H door... Well, we've got both discs. We should be, in theory, able to open it. You see, Rizalka, I would say your accent is obviously Australian, but, you know, you've got stories about that. What other people thought your accent was. I'll just leave that laser fence on, to be honest. Stay the way it is. And let's see what could have possibly inspired the look of this room. The stairs, the big open space, the big logo on the floor. I mean, it's just not, it's not coming to mind at the moment. A military symbol. Makes the symbol military, I wonder. Or is she saying she recognizes it? No, but I do like your natural accent a lot. Full Glasgow just tickles my fancy. Well, if I'd known that, I would have charged double. Usually some form of British. Which... I don't get it. I don't get that at all. Your accent does not sound British to me. In the slightest. Bree's accent is the entire Midlands filtered through what ASD does for your voice plus vocal retraining. I'm having difficulty picking out any Midlands accents. Like I'm crap at geography the best of times, so that doesn't help me at all. It's, yeah, I'm not sure which of the well-known English accents that would entail. Wanderer, how you doing? Oh, on your way to work? Oh, harsh. You don't think you sound British either, but other people who are often Australian think I am. Well, they're dummies. fucking dumbest. I could have said that going full Glasgow because the Wanderer just redeemed that, but I wasn't quick enough off the mark. No. Going to avoid that dino, thank you very much. I'm not having a dino day. Oh, apparently I'm having a dino day. I am having such a dino day. Fucking leaping at me, look at this bastard. Oh, there we go. Currently life we are healthfully restored. Okay, that is gonna be useful, I'm pretty sure. He's doing. Do you know hear what I just said? Rude. Alright, now he's doing. Resident Evil rules. Yeah, have to have a pool of blood underneath them before they're absolutely dead. I slightly understood it with the job I was let go from since they had bogan accents. Well, yeah. But wondering, you get mistaken for British and all. And you and Kirsty. Got that on your America trip back. Well, come on. American folk don't know Australian accents or British accents at the best of times. I mean, if they're referring to them as British accents, then that's clue number one. They don't know what they're talking about. It's a very badly behaved dino, wasn't it? So in comparison, it was like speaking another language. Well, to the bogan accents, oh god, I don't think I've even heard somebody talking like full bogan. Oh, more dinos. Excellent. Brummie, Worcester, Shropshire, Black Country, Nottingham. I've plus some Welsh. I've got a big idea of what Brummie sounds like. I'm not even going to attempt it here because it's not going to be. It's not going to be good. I'm not going to embarrass myself that way. You get asked what part of London you're from. Oh, jeez. You sound Australian to me. Now, granted, my terrible geography is not going to actually pinpoint it down anywhere. Like, I can sort of hear the difference between an oh, I'm nearly dead. I can. There we go. Finally pressed the right button. What was I saying? I can sort of hear the difference between Australian and New Zealand, even if I couldn't, like, describe the difference. Well, I tried. For the record, you don't sound Brummie. No, you don't. I think I recall you doing a good impression of it, though. And Bree says she sounds like this, and then she said something so horrible it had to be censored with asterisks. And there we go, that blood was there because I was bleeding. Surprise, surprise. That will rot your health away eventually. Okay, so sometimes it offers you the chance to use the items, and sometimes you have to go and do it manually. Assuming you're dead in the right... Oh, what? Fuck. I just had to use it again. After me ranting that it wasn't going to let me use the item, I have to use it manually. No, I just had to do it again. Unintuitive as it may be. Gotta go in the midst of getting ready. Have a good stream. Thank you. Have a good work day, if at all possible. URLs are blocked, yeah, mainly because I don't have a permanent mod team. So really it just seems safer. Was that one of your clips? Also, is that how Twitch blocks URLs? I'm assuming it's Twitch doing this. You know what? I'm going to regret this at some point, but fuck it. I'm probably have it not block hyperlinks. Think I'll be okay. think terrible things will happen. Possibly. Cut to 5 seconds later when hell breaks loose. Just a clip of me picking a lock as you do. I mean, you're building up quite a repertoire here. Between the baking, the teaing, the punning, now picking locks as well. It's like a particularly high society rogue. I dig it. Wilco, am I about to regret clicking on that? Also, does it make noise? Because, you know, that's going to come through on the stream. I don't know if it's a real link. It appears not to be. You're just making a joke. Okay, fair enough. The password is wordfish. It always is. Anyway, I think... Oh, nope, missed. Went one too far. I think that's it. So you've got the code disk, you've got the DDK, and you just subtract one from the other. Swordfish. You do tend to roll rogues. Well, there you go. DDK lock has been done. Wordfish. Tell me, have you seen the marvelous wordfish? Typing hard today. Yes. Voice is hard for me right now. It's
Do you know where I can find Dr. Kirk?
I was gonna say the voice feels strained, but I don't know if that's the right word. Ache isn't right. I've not hurt my voice, it's just...
What are you talking about?
I don't know, the throat feels tighter somehow. My non-desire to leave hasn't been acknowledged, so I must stay forever. Good? Also, hey, welcome web. I didn't say hi when you came in. Or maybe you've been here for years and I've never noticed. Now you want to go hack all the things in Front Mission 3, aka the reason I didn't finish the game. Is that hacking in-game or is that hacking the game? I was saying I should leave for work, but I want to stay here. Unfortunately, yes, you do have to do the work. They provide you money. In fact, whilst you're here, and since I accidentally showed myself on the webcam earlier, because I forgot I'd had it left on. Give me 1 second. Talking. This is apropos of nothing, but oh god, the webcam settings are completely wrong. Because this webcam does not want to save any settings. Like, ever. I don't know why. Also, ignore the hair. I haven't decided what the hell I'm going to do with it. Hello. Yes, it is me. Ignore that. It's a toy gun. It just happens to have an action to it, and I thought it was kind of neat. It did make noise. No, it doesn't. You were meant to go on the... Never mind. I got something in the mail the other day, which was sent to me by a very good friend. But first I will show you something else. Hopefully you'll hear me, because I'm speaking from the diaphragm, and that immediately puts me towards this strange upper-class English accent. So a while back I got this thing. I also forgot that I can hold the focus on this camera rather than set it to auto. That would help. Also, sorry, one more setting change because I look a very sickly shade of blue. There we go, more comfortable with that. I got this thing, which is a Windows 98 era computer that was probably used like as a kiosk or a point of sale thing. My friend saw this and decided it needed a little something. So she got this. She got me a little 7-inch TFT screen. Just to go with it. And yes, now I am really wanting to hunt down a tiny keyboard and mouse to go with it. He has a face! Yes, yes he does. Between missions, there's a whole internet space thing you can wander around and try to poke into. My god, is it Front Mission like a mech game? Or am I remembering something else? Yeah, Christmas tree is gone. I do have a face. Oh, thank you, Rizalka. World's most adorable Pentium 4. Oh, no. The Pentium 4 is the other machine. Which, no, I'm not going to drag over here because it's too heavy. Because, you know, this you can hold in one hand. Like, juggle with it if you really want to. Surprised it has DVI on it, to be honest, but yeah, it's an interesting one. Oh damn, very nice. This has the earth is so famf. It's so cute. Don't drop it. I'll drop anything I want. Oh, I have a link to small keyboards on mine. They are small. I mean, I will... out of stock. Dang it! That would have been perfect. Because I don't know how well Windows 98 will cope with something like Bluetooth keyboards. It is a mech game! Local Web is very, very adamant about this point. But yeah. And just before Rizalka has to go, I thought, since you were kind enough to send it, that you would get the pleasure of this part. That was a good one. It had noise, it had flow. That was joyful. Thank you so much for both the thing and for the moment we just witnessed, because well, I would talk about my feelings on the matter, but you know, TOS. Just kidding. In case they're watching. Or if, you know, somebody clips it for evidence. Behold the ultimate XP era keyboard. Oh, can't wait. Oh my god. Oh no. Technically has two D-pads, although that's not what they're used for. Not gonna lie, I kind of want it. Summer PS2 on that link. It does take PS2, that would be good. We've completely derailed this video capture test. Well, I suppose if we're testing all the video capture, then test the webcam as well. I'm tempted to try it Droid Cam actually, because I do have a spare phone I could do it with. Don't know if it's actually, you know, a particularly good camera. But, oh, that is glorious. That was fun. Alright. Having the webcam on, not so terrible. I could potentially cope with this in future. I will show you one more thing though. I haven't bothered to put this upstairs yet for whatever reason. But on the one Christmas, the very first Christmas that I ever thought I want a tacky Christmas jumper. I never wanted one before that, and suddenly I did. And without me telling her, my sister-in-law gets me this. How... Don't go in front of the microphone, Gordon, it doesn't help. How resplendent. Still comfy. Even after, you know, being in the wash and such. Did you ring in the new year in it? I might have actually. I'm not sure. It was either that or this jumper here, which is also very soft and nice. Also, check out I Ruin iCam. Make a note for that for later. So glad you liked it, considering it was just me going, Foo needs a small screen. Yes, need the small. Kinda wish the webcam hadn't been on for that one. Okay. I'm done showing off the things. I was about to say we can return to the game, but if you'll give me one moment, I don't need to take a break just yet, but I do need to get more water. So, back in a minute. Water required. Not quite enough of it, apparently. You were quite happy the webcam was on. God damn it. Yeah, the feed's not bad. It's, you know, it's not fancy by any means, but you know, it's quick enough and does the job. But we're in crisis. A Dino Crisis. What kind of crisis? Dino. Would have been more impressive if you'd been able to hide it in your house somehow. Oh yeah, that's a story all by itself. Ooh, DDK input disk N, which I think technically means we can guess the N door. N door. But you didn't get any time in my house that would have been able to hide it. Yeah. Technically not what you said, but I looked away and had to make half of what you said up. Hope you don't mind. SG bullets. Big ass broken mirror. What was I saying? Yeah. Last Christmas, well, go back a bit before. Summer before the one we just had. No, it's not even summer. It was November. It was Adventure X 2019. Rizalka was staying over with me in anticipation of Adventure X / getting a heckin' holiday. And turns out she hid my Christmas present in my house. Behind the one of the shelves on which I have PC games. Did not notice it until she told me. She even like moved all the other all the other games into alignment in front of it to hide the fact that there was something behind there, and yeah, got completely the heck away with it. Makes me do both. I think it would have been kind of cool if you could set one of the DDKs and then just, you know, like brute force your way through the puzzle. Would have been fun. Anyway, I'm going somewhere. That wasn't the right button. Also not the right button. Map. I'm in blue. Dabba-dee, etc. Okay, I think what I want is the vent. How did she get up there, you might ask? By this. This. Curious if you could have done that with the shelves in your bedroom and have you not noticed. Possibly. I'm not all that observant. You may have surmised. Actually, I'm gonna go down here again. Because you've got this long shot that then moves itself up. It's not only it's a fully 3D camera, but they're actually, you know, they're being artsy with it. They're taking advantage of the medium. It's good stuff. It's very good. Am I anywhere near where I'm meant to be? Not at all. I'm literally on the other side of where I just was. Alright, magic rope again. Christmas 2021, your gift is hiding on the underside of your desk. Well, it's not going to work now. That said, that toy gun that I showed you when I first turned on the webcam, I found that in one of my kitchen cupboards. And it eventually transpired that I'd had friends over. I showed them that because it had been lying around. You know, I didn't specifically get it out to say, hey guys, look at this. It's just like, it was lying around and they went, what's that? And I told them. But one of my other friends got so sick of us playing around with it, she hid it in the kitchen cabinet so we would just stop playing with the fucking thing. Do I want any of the things? I can... Actually, I'll take a hemostat. Not in place of, you know, 9mm ammo though. That's a bad idea. Apparently I can mix stuff. How does that work? I am curious. Mix icon on the sub screen before use. So this with that. Have lark darts. Assume that's what L means. Have to head off. Have a good stream night. Thanks for being here, Bree. Good to see you. And Rizalka has to go as well. Have good work. Such a thing is possible. I've heard stories. Thank you both for being here. Stiffen your resolve and leave to get ready yourself. Seems like the right way to say that. ID card. Fuck it. There we go. Oh my god, I've got no idea how to get there. Okay. I really should have paid attention to that conversation, shouldn't I? I've best slip if I'm not speaking to you before you go. I will try. Thank you. Okay. Tell you what, I think I've got one more game in me, so we'll see what this lad has to say. We can actually get over there. No, not that, him.
What's the deal with this place anyway?
Excellent. So try one more. Something that's a little less known in the pantheon of PlayStation 1 games. Excuse me, I'm just putting this game away and shoving it out the road. And it's one of the later games in the PlayStation's life cycle. Nonetheless, I think it's a interesting one. Although you may soon figure out why it wasn't popular. Okay, you know what's coming. All rise. It's sweet sound. It is, though. I mean, maybe not as sweet as... But you know, we do what we can. Of course, I've been blaming the CDs for all this skipping this entire time, but it could also be the laser failing. Which would be a bugger because this is the PS1 that's got the mod chip in it that lets you play games from other regions. And definitely nothing else. So yeah, there was a game based on Alien Resurrection. This game is best played in the dark. Well, don't worry, this footage was dark enough in the first place. Got spares, no worries. I probably should hunt one down now before they get, you know, any rarer. Because why the hell not? I'm probably going to need them at some point if I want to keep using that thing. Oh, I might as well get it now. Well, I can't see the left hugger in the left face hugger. The left hugger? What the fuck? Most importantly, I think this is the first game that has dual stick controls. Don't think... No, that's setup I would expect. Yeah, Alien Resurrection got a game. And yet nobody seems to remember this one. Fancy that. Pop me a cereal sometime. I may well do, actually. I know it's not the very first batch of PS1s, Because it doesn't have all those crazy ports on the back of it. Also, kind of a hell of a frame rate considering this is like full 3D on the PlayStation. Oh no, it's gone way the hell downhill looking down that corridor, but looking around here, that's at least 30. Now granted, this was something I was trying to figure out earlier. Because I tried American region game, an NTSC one, and the colors went completely fucky-wucky. I was trying to determine if that was just 60 Hz doing that, or if there was a problem with that particular monitor I was using. I should maybe try that before I finish up tonight. Oh.
Please report to R&D dissection chambers. Breach in progress.
Damn it, what are the controls? I'm already hurted. This doesn't help.
Access denied. You do not have Delta 5 security clearance.
No, but does he? Apparently. Yay! I've got some clearance. I don't know what it'll actually do.
Delta 5 security clearance granted.
Yes! Also, think load-bearing walls are a new thing? Nope! It goes as far back as shiftily reads year from something. 2000. But yeah, Kigurami, I think I might take you up on that, because it would be good to preserve the ability to use this thing, especially considering it can, you know, run different region games, no problem. Does it have load-bearing bosses? I don't believe it does. But I've never gotten all the way through it, so I could be wrong there. I'll move away from that, I think. Charge!
Come on! You're all over the place!
Hit that. Whee! I know they said best played in the dark, but fuck, this is ridiculous. Also, the vibration goes really nuts at this point. Don't know if that's necessarily an improvement. Anyway, I'm going to try increasing the brightness. No, that doesn't help. That doesn't help at all. Damn it. Why is this so tricksy? Okay, set it to 1. Nope, set it to 2. Why not? Screw it. Just make it absolutely the worst. Maybe this does have to be a combination of the two of these. Oh boy, no. That was a mistake. I think we're actually pretty much back to what we were. But it is not liking this at all. Apparently I've dropped a bunch of frames. Yeah, it feels really weird to be playing this with, like, your traditional dual stick controls. This was not normal at the time. In fact, one of the reviews for this game absolutely lambasted the weird and bizarre control scheme that this game had. It's not completely survival horror. Worth pointing that out. How do I turn on the flashlight again? There we go. Circle button. Can I have that gun, please? No? Shit. Just gonna melt into the floor. Rude, to be honest. somebody else died, but they were off screen, so it doesn't matter. I think this is the save thing. Yes, this is the save thing. We're probably not going to get that far into it, and I can't do anything with these crates other than illuminate them, so skipping that for now.
Will all non-essential personnel please report to lifeboats?
Of course, we're really meant to be scarpering from this doomed ship. Oh, accidentally hit quick turn. I think there's goodies under there, but I have no idea how I'd access them. Something, right? Could be anything. I have no idea. Also, I probably could do with using that medkit. There we go. Luckily I can turn on the flashlight independently and then still swap between items. That's useful. I don't want to go down there, but I'm pretty sure I gotta go down there. Whee! If I remember correctly, this is the same team, or at least the same company. I don't know if it was the same team exactly. Oh, keycard. That made Star Fox. I'm not saying Nintendo, it was, if I recall correctly, Argonauts who did the heavy lifting on that particular game. Starwing, if you were in our neck of the woods. Because there was a game once that had a title. Was it the same or was it just similar? It might have just been similar. That was enough to make people go, not worth it. It's curious to me that, you know, back in the PlayStation days, loading was enough of a problem. Ow, no, stop it! I am unarmed. Please to stop. Shit, am I meant to have a gun at this point? I genuinely may have screwed up. I have almost certainly screwed up. And going around in bloody circles, that's not going to help. There we go. Let's see how far back he wants us to go. Yeah, man. Oh, all the damn way. Darn it.
Nominal. Containment field at maximum.
Can do better, I'm sure. Argonaut made Star Fox indeed, and the Super FX. Yeah, I wasn't sure how much hand they had in the Super FX chip itself, but yeah, that kind of tracks, honestly. They were sort of wizards, you see. Okay, so one more health pack here. Definitely useful. Realize I don't have my flashlight anymore. Gosh dang it. Plonk, 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 plonk. Oh, yeah, the... Here.
Security clearance granted.
But yeah, essentially, I think this game was made as an excuse to show off. It's just like, look at what we could fucking well make the PlayStation do. Pretty sure we got Martian Gothic around the same time, and look what they could not do. Yeah. Yeah, take that, people who struggled to make a game years ago. They've learned their lesson. Oh, hey bot, how are you? Got rid of the message, right? Because sometimes the message kind of sticks around.
High voltage electrical discharges present in this sector.
Oh god. I think I figured out where the gun is. Yep. Ow. Maybe if I just stay off to the side, it'll be fine. We'll be fine. Holy shit. So yeah, I was meant to nip in there with the electricity beams going all over the fuck. Find a pistol with which to kill my fellow humans. Because, I'm the hero in all this. Well, in fairness, I'm playing Ripley, and, calling her the hero in Alien Resurrection might be a stretch. No spoilers, but honestly, that might be a film I revisit sometime soon. Just to see if it is as bad as once I thought. Nearly got a man in the face. That's never good. There we go. Shotgun shells. Well, not precisely what I was hoping for, but could be worse. What? Pretty explosions, though.
Will all non-essential personnel please report to life?
And see, the thing that really killed the frame rate of PlayStation games was putting in actual lighting, I think. Like, that just, you know, like, tore the frame rate to shreds. Yeah, it's really annoying because I know that's bullets or shotgun shells, and I want them, and I cannot get to them. But I would like them very much.
Lifeboats unavailable in this area. Please proceed to the engineering.
I have to say, the survival horror angle on this was an interesting one to take. I suppose, to a certain extent, it's the fewer things we have to animate on screen, the better. And also, you know, make it dark, because that's easier to render too. To a certain extent, anyway. Oh god, there was a pistol here as well. I didn't need to risk my non-crispy skin. Now I have 2 pistols, which is totally better.
Warehouse access granted.
Gotta laugh at how desperate these bots have become. Okay, we'll get around the word filter, and then the next thing will come along and break us. But you know, we will persevere. Now I know that looked cold, but remember, last time I came in here, they shot me, and I wasn't even fucking armed. So I am taking no risks this time. Apart from shooting over a guy's head. That might have been a risk. May also not have been deliberate. You know, just FYI. It just me heard those bots a month away from summoning Cthulhu. They wish. God's sake. I mean, if it has ever happened, I'm sure there's a clip available of a Twitch streamer falling for that. So either nobody has fallen for it, or somebody has fallen for it, and the clip exists. But frankly, no, I do not want to become famous. So that was the alien. Y'all impressed? Wait. Got a bit paranoid for a second there. I was like, did something bump me forward, or was that just joystick drift? or analog stick drift. Yeah, you can kind of tell how old I am by the fact I will still say joystick. On occasion, stick of joy. I don't know if she wants it back or not, but you know, it's my stick now. She can prize it from my cold dead hands. Okay, what's doing here? That's good. I'll have that. You've got nothing. Over here. Oh. Ah, just steam. That's the thing, you can be an absolute bugger about this as well. Oh. I think that's probably an objective I either get later or I did not realise I had already gotten. I hadn't just melted into the floor like aliens do. Yeah, I mean, didn't you see the documentary Doom 3? You're talking about Hellspawn, they just, you know, disappear in cascade of fire. Oh, there's more of them. Shoot. That's not the deal. Where did you even come from? But it's not just aliens. The humans do it too. I like that it doesn't just fade out. It actually flattens and melts into the scenery. Like, that was essential. It wasn't enough that they faded out. They had to flatten also. Here, mate. What are you up to? You were thinking over here. Now you're thinking over here. Joystick equals dildo. Indeed. But once you've made that association, it is very hard to get rid of. That's not a ladder. Is that a door? That is a door. It does get a little bit samey and hard to tell. If I'm being honest. Open this. Hello. You have a ponytail. You're not trustworthy. Yeah, honestly, you were safer in there. And not because I'm gonna hunt you down and kill you. Like, literally not. You're just dead, mate. Like that, yeah. And I think that will do it for this time round. But one more thing I'm gonna try before I call it a night. Did it just try to lick you? Well, the thing about aliens... Yes. I'll be back in 1 second. Alright. So there's one more thing I'm going to try. Which is a problem I was talking about earlier. I'm thinking this is down to the monitor I was using, but I'd like to confirm for sure. Because the thing about playing a game from outside your region is your TV might get the signal and then not entirely know how to deal with it. You see how it says AV PAL there? Well, that might be about to change. So it'll be fun to see how this goes. Whether it was just the display or if it's this device that can handle it. Yep. It does not know how to deal with this. it does better than most. It has a go at the colour. It gives it a try. And yet, all of this happens. So what I really wanted to know is this the version of Resident Evil that finally managed to include the colour version of the intro? But I don't know. Because this happens. I don't know why it's vibrating, mind you. I had to say that when I had it over vibration, didn't I? I meant the picture. It's just dancing all over the place. So yeah, that would appear to be the device not being able to deal with NTSC signals. What I really wanted to do was find a game that, you know how some games around the 2000s or so would let you... I mean, maybe this only happened in PAL territories. In fact, almost certainly, because PAL runs at 50 Hz, NTSC runs at 60 Hz. But a lot of PAL games from around that time would, if they had a 60 Hz option, they would give you the explicit option of switching to 60 Hz. Are you playing this on a VCR? Yes. Let's go with yes. I wonder if I have any VCRs that are that I should rip with this this setup. I think I have a check later. Anyway, yeah, some games around the 2000s would give you a 60 Hz option. So I'm wondering if this device can cope with those. Interesting to find out. But enough of this trippy bollocks. I think I'm going to end it there. I would just like to say thank you for dropping in when you did, or sticking around if you did. You could be trying to do PAL 60. Is there a PAL 60? Ah. I did not know that. And it would probably get better results that way, in fairness. So I'll have to find something that does that and give it a try. May have to go all the way up to Dreamcast or some such. Which is ironic in itself, because VGA output is possible on some Dreamcast games, so I would just use my other setup for that. But anyway. So, yes, thank you all for being here. Thank you for participating. Hope it was a good show. And I'm going to pass you on to someone you probably already know. He's cursed in this. Yeah, that's everybody acts surprised that this is what I am doing. So go and say hello, go be polite and such, and thanks again, and I'll hopefully see you again sometime soon. Bye.
Good idea.